I mean, for me, same message. You know, hate would never win, and you know, anyone who preaches hatred on our in our campus has no place in this campus. So, knowing that, you know, I'm not affected by it. So, you know, if you preach hatred, you know, I just brush it off and just continue moving, and just like a lot of the people in this campus did during this moment, is just knowing that, you know, you will not win. So you could keep pushing, but you will not win.
What would you hope to get out of this spring?
I guess that's a good question. But well, I hope to get out of this spring is developing my game, being extremely aggressive. You know, I want it, you know, getting the ball, knowing my assignment to the point where when I see I go full speed, not thinking. I want a lot. So I want a lot of tackles and a lot of explosive plays. And, you know, I want to be a player that changes the game for my team and helps us get to that Indianapolis Big Ten championship. But collectively, you know, just a team that a defense that's aggressive, turnovers again, you know, and just that are just hungry, you know, tenacious, all that. I want that type of defense. I really think we could beat that if we put our minds to it, but it's approach to the work and things like that that's going to get us there. So,
how different is that approach from last year where you didn't have maybe the downhill mentality as much as you could in this defense?
Well, I mean, last year playing linebacker, we did have the downhill mentality, but it was just not, I guess, make the play type mentality. As inside linebackers, we're making the plays, we're going to the ball. You know, our gaps is in relation to the ball, which will allow us to not waste ourselves, allow us to bonus to the ball. So I'm not going to the C gap when the ball is all the way to the opposite D gap, you know. So it will allow me to make those plays and allow other inside linebackers to make that play. And then it's just, again, not only our assignments, but what you do when you're in that C gap, making that tackle, stripping the ball. You know, when you make the correct read, jumping in front of the receiver, intercepting it, pass deflections, things like that. So that's the mentality. It's not only just doing your job. You got to make the explosive plays and make the plays that change the game when doing it.
Well, what was the winter conditioning program like for you?
Oh, it was great. You know, I love working hard, and you know, Duval just gave me all the workouts, gave us all the workouts that, you know, push us over the edge and you know, really just push people to points of almost breaking. So that's what I liked about it, because, you know, it's just seeing people, you know, being pushed to that point is exciting, and it's a nice feeling if you love football and you love everything about football and lifting and stuff like that. So it was hard, but I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Was it as hard as what people have said it was?
I mean, it was their definition of hard, you know, but it was real challenging, and you know, people assimilated, and it kept on challenging themselves. One thing I said is, if it's easy, you're not trying hard enough. So if that day I felt like it wasn't hard enough, like it wasn't hard as the day before, I felt like I didn't challenge myself, or I didn't go hard enough, or I didn't put more weight on the bar. So the next time I made sure it was as hard as the first day.
Well, what's the general excitement level just to get back on the field and see what a practice is like with this new coaching staff?
I mean, just getting comfortable. So, I mean, we were excited as a collective team, and I think it's because, you know, the excitement around our head coach, his return back to his you know, native land. So, and speaking, you know, and then just everything about the black shirt tradition, about the past and what we could do now, how we can make our own history and our own legacy. So when you talk about excitement, we try and do something now that could change the program forever.
How important is it to, you talked about, you know, creating your own history and legacy, you have a guy in your position coach who's been there and done those things. What impact can he have on your room this year?
You know, I've been blessed to have a great coach in my room since I've been here. So, but Coach Giroux, just, you know, leading tackler, all-time tackles, and just been in the NFL 8 years, and all that. So, you know, he has accomplished many things that I want to accomplish. So, I can't go against his teachings at all, which I'm stubborn at times. So I know that I have to listen to him, and he knows what he's doing, and he's been there, and he could give me the player's perspective. He's not so detached from the game as a player, and he could give me that perspective as a player right now. So I understand that, and that's why he shows us a lot of clips of the league and how they use it, and just give us really a player's insight on it than more of a coach. So,
what are the things that you butt heads about? I mean, philosophically and what you want to do. What are the things?
No, we didn't get to that point yet. So we didn't butt heads at all. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, you know, it's carryover from the techniques we did last year. But then again, this year, what I like is we can't bonus ourselves to plays that is not in relation to the gap in our predetermined gap, but it could be to a gap that's always across from the field, just because we relate to the ball more than ever. That's why.
Well, how important is Friday? You only get one chance at a first impression on the football field with these guys. Is there a mentality in the locker room that this is a great opportunity for each player individually to show what you can do?
Yeah, you got to attack it. You got to attack Friday with the mentality that you're the best in your position, everyone individually. And that's how we're going to get better as a team. If you're striving to become the best player, not only on the team but in the nation, then it creates competition. Competition brings out the best in all of us. And then, you know, you're going to see a team that has that type of defense I was talking about, and you're going to see us produce players year in and year out that go to the league and are successful. So that's just day one, attack day one. Day two, attack day two, and just strive to be the best that you can be.
Well, guys have talked about different position groups having these different points of emphasis sort of in the conditioning program. What did Coach Ball want for linebackers specifically and for you specifically?
You know, lateral movement and the explosiveness. You know, we did a lot of jumping this off season than ever before. And I think that and how explosive we are and transitioning from linear type movement to lateral movement and being able to be explosive in and out of those two. And that's it. And just a tough mentality. Not only did we train our bodies, we trained our minds. And, you know, stepping up, being vocal, and, you know, developing a collective, tough mentality.
Well, when you guys are getting all this information, what for you as a player is the best way to learn all of it?
I mean, I think you just got separated, group things together, particular concepts, schemes, you know, from your run fit, your run fit, your past conflicts and all that. You got to group them together, and then just, you know, every day, just like you do in school, you got to memorize it. You got to put it into play by watching film, and then in your head, you know, say, oh, 2x2 this, 3x1 that. You know, 3x1 tight end, you know, unattached. What I'm gonna do, tight end attached. What I'm gonna do, just go through it, and then, you know, you don't get day one, then day two you gonna memorize more. Day three you can memorize more. Then when practice comes, you gonna get it down. So just like that.
How are these coaches as teachers?
Teachers, good teachers. Like I said, speaking even with Barry Rude, he gives a player perspective when teaching. So he is more like, you know, he understands, you know, there's a lot, but he tries to simplify it as much as he can, and just know that, okay, you might make a mistake, but this what you should do if you ever in conflict. If you have a conflict on the field, know that if you memorize this one technique, you will be right all the time. So stuff like that. So that allows us to play fast, and that allows us to be fearless when playing.
How did you guys react when you found out practice could be at 6 a.m.?
I gotta be a morning person, so that's it. I mean, hey, I'm here to play football, so any chance I get at it, then I just gotta be ready.
Anything else from Mo? All right.
Thank you.